When will you realize that political parties aren't parties at all? They're prisons disguised as celebrations, cages painted in red and blue, trapping you inside ideologies that were never yours to begin with. You didn't choose these beliefs through careful consideration and lived experience. They were handed to you like a uniform, a team jersey you're expected to wear until it becomes your skin, and you do. You wear it proudly, defending positions you don't fully understand, attacking people you've never met, all because the party told you this is who you are now. This is your identity. This is your tribe. But tribes don't demand you abandon your own thoughts. Tribes don't require you to hate half the country. Tribes don't make you smaller. These aren't parties. They're machines designed to grind you down into a single predictable vote, a data point, a demographic, a pawn in a game where you'll never see the board. You've been convinced that your neighbor is the enemy, the person across the street with the different yard sign, the coworker who disagreed, the family member you no longer speak to because they committed the unforgivable sin of thinking for themselves. You've been trained to see them as monsters, as threats, as everything wrong with this country, and they've been trained to see you the same way. Meanwhile, the people who benefit from your division are laughing all the way to their third vacation home. They don't care about you. They don't care about your values, your struggles, your future. They care about power, and they've discovered the easiest way to get it is to keep you angry, keep you scared, keep you convinced that the other side is coming to destroy everything you hold dear. So you stay loyal, you stay engaged, you stay clicking, sharing, donating, voting, fighting their battles while they count their money and plan their next move. The party doesn't want you to think critically. It wants you to react emotionally. It feeds you outrage like it's oxygen, a constant stream of headlines designed to spike your blood pressure and shut down your reasoning. It tells you what to be angry about today, who to blame, what to fear, and you comply, because questioning the party means questioning yourself, and that's too painful to consider. You've invested too much. You've burned too many bridges. You've spent too many hours arguing with strangers online, defending positions that were handed to you pre-packaged and ready to deploy. To admit now that maybe, just maybe, you've been manipulated would mean confronting the uncomfortable truth that you gave away your autonomy for the illusion of belonging, that you traded your complexity for simplicity, that you let them turn you into exactly what they needed, a loyal soldier who never questions orders. Look at what it's done to you. You can't have a conversation anymore without it devolving into talking points and accusations. You can't see nuance because nuance is the enemy of the party. Everything is black and white, good and evil, us versus them. You've lost friends, alienated family, spent countless hours consumed by political rage that changes nothing except your blood pressure and your capacity for joy. You wake up and immediately check the news, not because you're informed, but because you're addicted to anger. You scroll through social media looking for enemies to fight, for allies to validate you, for evidence that you're on the right side of history. But history doesn't have sides. It has people, messy and complicated and contradictory, trying to navigate an impossible world. And you've reduced all of that complexity to a binary choice, a team sport, a war where the only victory is making the other side lose. The saddest part is how predictable you've become. The party knows exactly how you'll react to every issue, every scandal, every manufactured crisis. You're not a free thinker. You're an algorithm programmed to respond in predetermined ways. They say jump, and you ask how high. They've turned you into a weapon, pointed at your fellow citizens, while the real problems go unsolved because solving them would require cooperation, compromise, and the kind of independent thinking that threatens the party's control. So nothing changes. The same issues persist year after year, decade after decade, while you keep fighting the same battles, using the same talking points, convinced that this time, this election, this candidate will finally fix everything. But they won't. They can't. Because fixing things isn't the goal. Keeping you engaged, angry, and loyal is the goal. And it's working perfectly.